Hi Libra, welcome to April 2019. This is another big month for you. Now your avatar Venus has been in Pisces for the last 9 weeks. You may have been feeling like you are this psychic sponge, just absorbing other people's energies, especially at work or in the business you own. It's time to leave the heavy lifting behind. Venus does move into Aries on the 20th, which is good news. There's a huge transformation happening for all of us. For you, it is about relationships. Of course, you rule relationships. And the transformation that's taking place in all of your relationships. And one of the messages I get here for you in April that's really strong is to be playful about it. Even though others around you may be very serious, you can help so much by being the clown or just injecting a sense of humor into what's happening, because we can get oh so serious with this Saturn and Capricorn energy. Now, the Aries new moon on the 5th is being challenged by Saturn and Pluto. And this is a cross, because Saturn and Pluto are coupled together with the South Node in Capricorn, opposing the North Node in Cancer. The North Node is the direction in life we're to go in. The South Node is where we're to travel no more. They are challenging this new moon in Aries. Now, Aries is about fresh starts, new beginnings. It's spring in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's a time of year that we love. But with this Saturn energy here, and Pluto too, it's very challenging. So it's like the universe saying, I know you want a new start in relationships, or you want a new start in projects. However, there can be delays, there can be setbacks, there can be challenges. It's because the karma is being doled out right now. Saturn is the Lord of karma, and he's just doling it out to all of us. And everybody's on their own timeline. So you may be ready for action. However, someone else may not be, or other people may not be ready. And you don't want to get into a power struggle with impatience, where we can just be like, I want things to change right now. I'm ready for change. So if there's any kind of inhibiting thought patterns that come up for you this month, reframe them. So instead of feeling frustrated, you want to say, I know everything happens in divine timing, and that my higher self is guiding me for the right time, the right place, and so on. So that way you're moving with the energies and not being crunched by the Saturn, powerful Saturn energy. You are transforming your relationships this month, because this new moon in Aries in the area of relationships is being challenged by Saturn and Pluto. Pluto goes exact as a square with the Sun on the 13th in this area. And Pluto is about power and control, and you don't want to get into a power struggle with anyone. So if others are being heavy-handed or on a power trip, that's where you just want to, like visualize people in their underwear. You know what I mean? Like, so that, like, oh, you're not so scary. Look at you. Kind of energy where, or put them in a clown suit. Visualize them in a clown hat. So when they're just like, rah, 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 you can be just like visualizing them. So they just go poof into nothing. And that way you're bringing light into the energy, you're bringing light into the relationships, and you're not being pulled into other people's control drama. I don't know if you ever read Celestine Prophecy, but it's all about how people take our energy through power and control, manipulation and control. Instead of going up for the light, they go out and they dominate everyone around them is to get the energy. So we're going to see this play out in April. And it's not about you. It's about how others play. It's about how others don't know how to be, they don't know how to go up for the light. They don't know how to get the light. There's the same sun that shines on all of us. And the sun, we're all connected to source. We're all creator's children. So it's just about going to creator for the energy and not out from other people. And so this is going to be a big lesson in here for all of us. And Libra is about fairness and justice and harmony and love. And there's so many people that still need to learn that lesson. And Saturn and Pluto are pointing it out here in April. Now, the Sun is trining Jupiter on the 14th, and Jupiter is the way out from this power struggle energy that's out here. And that's why, Jupiter's in the area of communication and short distance travel and socializing. And so when you tap into being humorous and finding the humor in things, you are such a powerhouse this month, because everyone's going to be like moving away from the bully and looking at you like, whoa, that's a great idea. I just love what Libra's doing. I love the Libra approach. I love what Libra's, offering here. And you're just going to find that everyone's following you, because that's what we all want. It's what we really need. It's just that some people are in the old energy and they don't know how to share. They don't know how to love everybody. They, the white supremacists or whatever you want to call them. There's those groups out there that are just like in the old energy. They don't get it. And so you're leading the pack. You're leading the way. We've got 2 Libra moons here. That's a cosmic message. The first one was right at the beginning on the equinox here in March. And the second one is right at the end of Libra. And that is like the universe saying, people, it is about love and harmony and justice for all. It is about fairness and equality. It's about not judging people by their sex or their color or their age, or but by their character and their contribution. And so the universe is just like hitting everybody over the head with this. Like, hey, it's about Libra. Don't you get it? Yet some people are in the old, cold, cruel, no, white power, and I'm going to be a troll on YouTube. Let me troll everyone, instead of like getting a life. And so you are leading the way with the message from the universe is saying it's about fairness and equality and loving everyone, because we're all part of Creator. And don't throw people away because they're Muslim or just the whole stupidity of that thinking. And so you're leading the pack, and your full moon is being challenged by the Saturn-Pluto energy, because it's coupled with the South Node and it's opposing the North Node. What the North Node is about compassion. It's in Cancer. Cancer is the cosmic child. It is about that we are all cosmic children, even as adults, and that it's about coming from the heart and not from cruelty or coldness or bully and just being freaked out with power when it's really just false power. Because when we really have power, we don't have to control anyone. When we have real power, we want to just go to the party. We want to celebrate life with everyone. We don't want to leave people out. We don't want to judge people. We want to love people. And that is coming as these planets move into Aquarius next year. Well, Saturn does. Pluto will enter 2024. We're going to see a big shift in this energy. And I think it'll really help if we have a female president here in the States, a female leading, because female values are about the win-win. It's about bringing people together and solving problems through dialogue and loving everyone. And so, it's just my humble opinion. And so, the way out from this intensity, Jupiter is sextile the moon. Yay, Jupiter! And he's trine the sun here. So that is good news. And that is totally helping you. So if you get caught up in the negative news or anybody's negativity, that's where you want to just like, whoa, flip the switch. You know, that's where you want to be using that powerful mind of yours to just like, nope, I'm not going there. I'm not getting in the mud. I'm not getting pulled into the drama. It's like, people that are negative, make them invisible in your world. Like, they don't exist. They're invisible. Just make them invisible. Let's play that game. Like, okay, they're gonna be invisible to me. And if they're invisible, we don't think about them. Now do it. And that is your power, because Jupiter is the way out from this. And then you're going to see the blessings and the good fortune, because he is in harmony with your moon, this second moon of yours. And he's in harmony with the sun in the area of relationships. And so, you know, for you, one of the big messages in here is, yes, we want to pay attention to what your partner needs or what other people need, but that is not more important than what you need. You're not to take on the work of other people. Even if other people are like, oh, I can't finish the project, or, oh, you know, it's that Pisces, for some people, they like to play the victim, you know, and then you're taking on their work. Don't do that. That's a message for you. Saturn doesn't want you doing that. You have enough to do. And you got to do your work so that you can keep a good sense of humor, because that's what we need from you. We need you to lead in April. And you can't lead if you're bogged down with your work and other people's work. And no, this is about you leaving the heavy lifting behind and finding the sense of humor in it all, and being funny this month, being light, and not taking on other people's responsibility, other people's work. Don't do it. You know, it just won't make you happy. It will really, it's like Saturn will just be like, you know, no, whack, not what we want from you, not what we want for you to do. The universe wants you to be just enjoying your life and lightening up, because Mars is in your sister sign, Gemini, pouring positive energy into any planets you have in Libra. And travel clears your mind. You know, getting away from it all is really good for you this month. Like going on a trip, going on a journey, get out of Dodge, you know, pack your bags, go anywhere, but just get away from it all, especially if it gets to be crazy town at work. You know, it's like, I work in crazy town, you know, then that's where you need a vacation. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation. That's my new mantra. And so do that for you, because it will really clear your mind and empower you to have fresh eyes on what you're doing. Sun enters Taurus on the 20th, and Venus enters Aries on the 20th. That's really good for you. And then in the States, we have Happy Easter on the 21st. And beautiful Earth Day on the 22nd. So make sure you're outside on the 22nd. That'd be a great day for you to take a vacation, is to just like call in, I'm taking Earth Day. Can't come in, you know, put a sign on your website. I won't be here today, it's Earth Day. And the sun will couple with Uranus on the 22nd, because Uranus is right at the beginning of Taurus. So that's where, you know, other people could be like, oh, but I need you. Oh, help me. And that's where you say, I just would love to, but I'm not available. And, have your excuses ready. And, just put voicemail, put autoresponder on your email, sign on the door, gone fishing, catch and release. And then you're going to be like so happy. And you're going to find that you are, I just got a delivery at my front door. That's what I'm looking at. Amazon delivers on Sundays here. Can you believe it? It's like, okay. And so you're just going to be so happy that you've done this for yourself. And the good news is Pluto stations retrograde on the 24th, followed by Saturn on the 29th. This is really good because that's going to give us all an opportunity to take a deep breath and integrate what they have been teaching you since last year. And for you, it's in the area of your foundation, your power, your inner power, how you use that inner power to nourish and nurture you and take care of you and live your best life. And remember, when you get to that full moon of yours, because there's going to be, full moons bring things to culmination. They bring things to crisis. The solution is not an either or. Like, oh, I either take care of you, at the expense of me, or I either take care of me and forget you. No, it is, the solution is both. Is I'm going to take care of me so that I can help you. But I can't always be over there helping you at the expense of me. And that's the message in here for you here in April is don't sacrifice yourself for others. You can meet in the middle by practicing extreme self-care, keeping that sense of humor, watching the inner dialogue, and taking a vacation, getting away from it all, doing things for you that you look forward to and that nourish and nurture you so that you are more available for others. But it's not about you fixating and rescuing. If you jump over and play that role, that's going to drain you, and then Saturn's going to, that's when Saturn comes in and whacks us. Like, oh, you're not listening. You're not getting it. Let me show you. And it's very critical right now for all of us because the decisions we're making here in 2019 are going to set the foundation for the next 20 years. And particularly here in April with Saturn in the nodes and Pluto in the nodes, it is foretelling the future for all of us. So pay close attention to the events that are happening for you here in April, because if you're not listening to the universe and what the universe wants for you, and you're not taking care of you, you're doing the others first thing, that's going to backfire. And so it's really important that you are loving you more than the need to please others. Loving you more than to be the peacemaker. And you can lead by example, by taking really good care of yourself, by keeping a sense of humor, by being playful in your relationships, by allowing the relationships to transform as the universe has been asking for you to do for a very long time now, is just allow the relationships to transform and inject that sense of humor and playfulness into the relationships. And then that way you are meeting people in the middle and not going to the extremes. Really important for you in here. So for those of you open for love, well, it's on. I mean, you have a new start in that area. And this is just the beginning. In the weeks and the months ahead, things can really develop in here for you. And it could be someone really fiery, outgoing, dynamic, an adventurer. Could be someone you could travel with. How cool is that? And for those of you coupled, the test is going to be to not walk away from you and what you need. Meet in the middle. And then that way you are taking care of you and being present in the relationship and what the relationship needs. I'm not seeing any challenges to the money. No, it's more about the transformation that's happening with you and your relationships. And of course, as Mars moves to the top of the chart, you're going to find that, the career is picking up. Timelines here is waiting for other people. Everybody's on their own timeline, waiting for things to move forward. We need Mercury in Aries, and even the Sun moving into Taurus can be helpful. Spiritually, this is a really strong time for you to, focus on your philosophy. Focus on teachings that support you, teachings that empower you, teachings that connect you to source energy, and doing spiritual practice, meditation, being out in nature, whatever you do that feeds your soul. This is the time to use that energy to ground you and keep you out of the power struggles that are taking place in the world and with others. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my videos. Libra, you're rockin' awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel and it lets you know when I upload. And you're welcome to feedback here on YouTube. I will be answering questions and chatting with you in the response section, and also on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. So until next time, Libra, your spirit is lightening up. It's about you leaving the heavy lifting behind, because it gets lighter for you as the month moves on, and then especially as we move into May, June, and so on. You're feeling lighter. Another good thing for you too is traveling. Any little bit of travel, even if it's just for the day, is really good for you.